you feel like you would like to have more money in life, but at the same time feel like you shouldn't want to have more money in order to feel fulfillment? And you're absolutely right. You don't need money for that. What if I told you that money could actually be one thing that helps you live your life with purpose? Okay, so when it comes to money and spirituality, first of all, you don't need anything to become spiritual because you already are. But the reason why we don't feel that always is because to our vehicles blockages, meaning the body and mind, ups all these ideas and perspectives and beliefs, and also the conceptual biggest two concepts in this day and age. And those two are time and money. Yeah, they are concepts and they have no value in itself. The value is all boiled down to the energy that you put into it, meaning money is neither good or bad, only your thinking makes it so. Only your beliefs around money makes it so. And how you use money makes it so. So if you use money with the intention of service, of gratitude for the service that you invest in, and acknowledge money as a conceptual means to different ends, to different destinations that you want to explore in life.
Now you smile, soon it rain, but we don't care, we lost all sense, as long as love will remain.
The thing with concepts is that they are created by us creator beings with the power of our magnificent instrument called the mind. The problem is not the concept, is that we have forgotten that we created the concepts in the first place. So instead of applying the concepts in our favor, we are letting it ruin us. For example, time. There's another example. How often don't you feel like you don't have the time? You don't have the time to do what you want. You don't have the time to actually be present in the fast-paced noise in your everyday life. You don't have the time to live your life on your terms. And that's the same with money. So many of us feel like we don't have the money in order to live the life that we want. We don't have money, so we cannot travel where we want to go. We cannot invest in the courses or the books that we would love to learn more from. And we cannot invest in the services and the abundance in this physical dimension because we feel this lack of money. So what you're basically doing is putting in that energy intention. When you feel the lack, that is the intense energy, and that will also dictate how you experience your outcome. But what you can do instead is to consciously accept money as just a concept, as just another instrument that you could start to benefit from. And what do I mean by that? Well, as stated earlier, you don't need money as a gateway to your spirituality. Of course not. But if you think about it, if you buy a book about spirituality, in that book you will find pointers that point you inwards, that make you discover things that you have forgotten. That is just one thing. But also, get this, when you invest in something, meaning that you are using the power of your attention, and when you invest, in this case with money, you are investing your attention and you want a return on that investment. And therefore, your chances are so much bigger that you will actually put in the action, meaning the work, or meaning the practice to get that return on investment. A little side note to this, for example, if we take the concept of time. For so long, I felt like time was consuming me. Time was consuming my entire attitude and approach to my lifestyle and my everyday life. And once I truly and deeply discovered that time is a construct of the mind. And the true portal to the infinite happiness and the spirituality, as we call it, is through the portal of the present moment. But with that being said, I still live in this physical dimension where time is a very used concept. We use it to organize our lives, to make plans, to do things that we want. So I shifted my perspective and I started to think in terms of applying the time consciously. And what I did was, instead of feeling like time dictated what I did, I used time to remember practices that I know takes me closer to the present moment. So take my spiritual practice in the morning, for example. I don't need that in order to be the spirit in me, but I need to do that practice in order for me to experience the spirit in me, because otherwise I forget and I get hijacked by all the noise that my mind is putting up and all the walls and the blockages. So therefore, I take my timer and I set it for 1 minute only. Yes. And I call it using magic minutes. And the reason why the minutes are magic is because I put in high frequency energy, because the intention is to silence the mind and reconnect with my spirit. So if we start to use the concept of money more consciously, meaning that we put in positive vibration when applying it. If you think of something that I think is so odd with the world, is that we have this idea that money is so important because it is, as we live lives, as if today we use it to buy the food that we eat and to have shelter and, and for other services that is necessarily for our survival. But we are so collectively programmed to perceive money as something that needs to be saved. But saving your investment, meaning not investing, will not bring the transformation of value into this world. So the next time when you think something is too expensive, change that perspective and think, yeah, maybe it is too expensive for you because you don't find any value in it, but accept that wanting to invest money, because when we do, we participate in the value exchange ecosystem. So instead of thinking saving, think investing. Investing and get things in return. Get value in return, get service in return, get abundance in return, get money in return. And with a new updated mindset like this, money will go from being the thing that makes you feel you have lack to abundance. So perceive money as something very, very high frequency and valuable when you use it with intent. And since money just is energy, it is just energy in motion, and if you put in the value, you will get it in return. So if you put in the money, it will not be gone. You will get things in return, in even money, that is. So, and if you stay this far and like this kind of vibe pointers, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next video.
A valley of boredom, a straight line to follow, and our passion you have to swallow. You ain't getting nowhere. You need to be square. Just follow our truth.